6:48 in the morning. Good morning. Right, here we go. So, morning thoughts with me. I went to the gym this morning. I don't know what's going on with me. I go to the gym at 7 in the morning now. What is happening with my life? And it was interesting because I was in the gym and I was sitting there and I was thinking about life. Well, not really thinking because I don't know how much thinking I do at 7 a.m., but obviously some thinking. And I was sweating, like profusely sweating. And like the women around me were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I'm okay. I'm okay." But then it dawned on me that I'm finishing my period. And when you are on your period, when you're finishing your period, when you're in and around your menstruation, your body temperature actually goes through these slight variations that only a basal body thermometer could read. Normally, your body temperature is about 36.2. When you're on your period, it can go up to about 36.5. And that little bit of a shift actually makes a big difference with your temperature and the heat that you are feeling from the inside out. So then obviously that got me thinking. It got me thinking about what else changes in our bodies when we are menstruating. What else is going on in all of this when we are bleeding? So, what changes during your period? Well, some women report depression, bloating in their pelvic area, bloating out throughout their whole body due to water retention, mood swings, fatigue, an excessive amount of fatigue. Like, sometimes that just takes it all out of you. And all of this, all morning has been on my fucking mind. So now it's getting me thinking though, if women go through these fluctuations and have all these like physiological, emotional, even spiritual and many levels, shifts and transformations every single month, what about men? But what about men? But Carlin, what about men? What do you mean, what about men? What do you mean? I thought we were talking about menstruation. Well, here's the thing. Anecdotally, it is reported that we are still working to uncover many of our menstrual changes. For example, research has shown that hormones may affect how one feels pain. This reason that some scientists suggest that men and women feel pain differently. Estrogen levels can change not only how a woman experiences cannabis, but also how a woman feels pain. And these levels shift throughout their cycle. Although the relationship between estrogen and pain is not very well understood, some studies are showing that during periods of low estrogen, like menstruation, for example, women are more sensitive to pain, while others have found that women are less sensitive to pain. But what about men? What about men? These guys, what about them? All right, guys, peep this, ready? There is this thing called irritable man syndrome, irritable male syndrome, IMS, and it is a term used to describe the mood swings in men. Irritability in men is often a result of high stress cortisol levels and low testosterone levels. Some men respond by acting out, while others hold on to these feelings and become depressed, live through anxiety, deal with a whole plethora of mental health challenges. So it is reported in the National Library of Medicine that irritable male syndrome, IMS, is a behavioral state of nervousness, irritability, lethargy, and depression that occurs in adult male mammals following the withdrawal of testosterone. Here's the kicker though. As a condition, it is highly unnoticed amongst men. Depression affects men and is highly unreported because it has been noted to actually be experienced differently amongst men than women. And that is why it is harder for us to identify and to talk about it. Often, irritability, anger, and hypersensitivity are male aspects of depression that often go highly unrecognized. Clinical research shows common experiences have assumed women suffered from depression at twice the rate of males. So folks, what's the lesson here? What am I telling you all this stuff about? Why am I walking around my house and telling you these things? The thing that I'm telling you is that we need to normalize talking about menstruation and mood swings. Normalizing talking about things like menstruation and mood swings for men and women and all genders, all bodied folks, is about understanding that sometimes it's your body and sometimes it's your heart, but all the times do we need to give it all the space to exist.